Haning pagod?
I'm on my rest day and it's a Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, so it's church day. Apologies for the lighting. I don't usually turn on my lights when I'm alone. I just turn on this little thingy. I'm learning 5 songs for tomorrow's mass because it's a Thanksgiving mass for the fiesta, and then we'll have Santa Cruzan. Is that how you... I don't know what's the term in English, but in Filipino it's Santa Cruzan or Sagala, where Reina Elena is carrying a cross. Oh my gosh, don't quote me on this. I haven't really had a Santa Cruzan thing before. I mean, I had once and only like one time. So I don't know the specifics of this event, but yeah, we have an important mass tomorrow. So I'm learning 5 songs and one of them is in Latin. And it just takes me back to my choir days, or like angel days, when I was in elementary up to high school. During Holy Week we would sing Latin songs. So yeah, so you just saw me figure out the alto part. Yeah, I'm a bit pitchy, or like not in the pitch sometimes, but like, in my defense, I was a soprano girly, so it's really hard to unlearn soprano ways where you just sing the melody. So yeah, it's one of my weaknesses actually. I don't know how to harmonize well. So I'm figuring it out.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to lead you through a 5-minute arm challenge. You don't need any equipment for this challenge. All you need is yourself. The challenge here is to keep going throughout the entire 5 minutes without dropping your arms. It's going to be tough, but we're going to get through it together. Make sure that you can see your screen so you can follow along with me. And without further ado, let's get to it. Let me feel your love again. All right, guys, starting off, arms are up to the side. We're starting off with C rotations. So up and down. Keep those shoulders nice and strong. Squeeze that back. Angles, you're coming down to flat position and then back up. Down and up. Hold this position. And you're going to bring your elbows in together and back apart. And I want you to think that there's something in between your elbows that is preventing you from squeezing them together, so you're really using those chest muscles. Good. Without dropping those arms, extend them. We're just moving side to side here. Keeping those elbows lifted and keeping those arms nice and strong. We're lifting one arm at a time. Ow. Make sure you're not dropping those arms. You're keeping them right directly out to the side, squeezing that back edge. All right, holding those arms out to the side. We're just gonna do some circles. You're gonna circle backward. Nice tight circles. Keep those shoulders tight, keep the back tight, and also make sure to keep your core tight while you're doing this as well. Shoulders a little bit of a break here. You're going to bring your arms into almost like a prayer position. Press those forearms and those elbows together as you bring the arms up and down. My shoulders as I'm doing this. But I'm also working the chest. Make sure you're really pressing those palms and those forearms together. All right, we're going back to arm circles. So back out to the side. This time you're going to circle forward. All right, guys, almost there. 2 more exercises. This time you're going to flip one arm to the palm to the ceiling and other arm and switch. So keep those elbows lifted. Don't let those arms drop. 30 seconds. Don't drop those arms. You're going to push all the way up and down. Again, think like you have weights in the palms of your hands. You're really feeling that resistance. Squeeze that chest, the back, the shoulders. 15 more seconds. You can do it. Good, and drop those arms. Great job, guys.
Today is arm workout day. Yesterday I did like squats. Tomorrow I'm not sure. Hi there. So just a quick Hi there, just a quick rundown or like get ready with me. I'm going to church in a bit. It's earlier than my usual because we have a special event for today, which is the Sagala or Santa Cruzan. I have 30 minutes to get ready. This is not going to be a technical video. This is just me being panicky while I get ready. I still don't know one of the songs too well, but that's okay. We're gonna practice in a bit, hence the early call time. I can't think. I'm running on 6 hours sleep, 7 hours at most, because my active brain cannot for the life of her be silent. Last night up until like 5 a.m. read a book. The book that I was reading is Still Me by Jojo Moyes. Is that how you pronounce her name? I'm not sure. But it's the third installment in the Me Before You series. If you watch that movie, then you will know what I'm talking about. I don't think they made book 2 and book 3 a movie, but like characters are the same. I didn't expect much from that series, to be honest. It was just something that I picked up randomly because I saw a clip on Instagram, like an IG reel of the movie, and I decided, oh, there's a book. It's based on a book, so let me just read the book. And then before I knew it, I was reading book 2 and then book 3. Surprisingly, I saw myself in Louisa Clark a lot. I mean, maybe not the outlandish fashion sense, but like her personality in general and her struggles. And last night there was a part in the movie where she lost her job, she lost the love of her life. Well, the second love of her life, because she lost the first one in the first book. And there was a part where she was living with an old woman who has cancer, and it just made me think of my real life situations, which I will not elaborate, but it left me bawling. I don't know why. I was so emotional. And I ended up messaging one of my friends. I will not name her because of data privacy. So yeah, that was quite a roller coaster ride. My emotions were all over the place. I didn't expect to cry from that chick lit series. It's actually advertised as a romance chick literature. I don't know. I cried. It tackled a lot about, how do I put this? Grief. Like different stages of grief, different situations where you feel heartbreak, grieving, mourning. It got me hard. Like the sad vibes, and it's not a good moment. Or maybe it was. For self-growth and self-reflection. Because it got me thinking about what happened in my life so far. Given what I know now, found that I am really hard on myself sometimes. There are moments where I'm more forgiving of the other person who wronged me than of myself. And it's not healthy nor good, because at the end of the day, you have to forgive yourself so you can live with yourself, if it makes sense. So yeah, I had to bless me again. I had to think about that. Oh, if you're not aware, I really love reading books, especially fantasy books. So, a deviation from my preferred genre. I will actually leave my book Instagram account here. It's public. So, if you're like me who likes reading books as a form of escapism, escapism. There we go. I mostly read fantasy books, disclaimer. So, if you're not interested, then, don't follow. It's alright. But if you do, let's be book buddies there. It's just that I decided to step back from fantasy for a while because there's not much to read for now. I mean, I have like a large list of fantasy titles, but nothing is speaking to my soul. Woo! That's pretty. Eyeshadow reminds me of Silver Mist from the Pixie Hollow Fairies. Like, it's so pretty. You know what? Let's just leave it like that. That's gonna be the focal point of this look. Weird, but maybe not the warm tone so much. So I'm gonna add like mauvey tones because I look cray. Not gonna lie. Oh, I actually read Wings of Starlight by Alison Saft. It's a Queen Clarion and Lord Milori spin-off origin story. It's so romantic. It's romantasy done right. We'll do this. Hey, that's too warm. So we'll have to mix this. This is more of a neutral tone. Is it better? Yeah, it is. And well, let's just have to stay like that for quite some time. I haven't done my heatless curls in a moment, so this is very extravagant of me. Very extra. But as I always tell you, it's always good to doll up. Then you do you. This hairspray is actually curly girl friendly. I have wavy hair naturally. So the reason why I put it in heatless curls is because there are just some days where my waves aren't cooperative. So I usually do this to tame. I won't put my glasses on because I have my contacts on, and I have here my Filipiniana barong, but I'm not gonna wear it right now because it's terribly humid and warm. Ta-da! I almost forgot to put mascara on. Good thing I remembered. So that's the makeup. Look at the sparkly goodness on my eyes. I love myself a glitter eye makeup look. This is so sparkly. So pretty. And it matches my top. Let's go to the church. Meron. Ayan, say hi. Hello, alto queen. Ay, mainit siya. Hello. Gising dito. Punong abala.
Mes nostras salve.
Hi, so you may have seen some clips from our fiesta celebration yesterday, and I really feel so fulfilled and happy whenever I serve in our church. So I don't know. I just feel again happy. I actually took some pictures, and of course I edited it because it's, I don't know, something also that makes me remember, like I have this thing where I take pictures of almost everything that's happening in my life because I have depresso brain. So it's really hard to remember sometimes. So I take a lot of pictures and videos. That's why I also make videos like this to commemorate and to help me reminisce, because my depresso brain is really not the best. I envy my high school brain because that girl is something else. She's way up there. I was talking to a friend last Sunday, and he asked me if I was happy, and it really made me pause and think and reflect. Am I happy? Um, there are lots of things going on in my life, things that even I'm hesitant to share to everybody, because at the end of the day, this is social media, and not everything that happens in your life goes into social media. Sometimes you just share the highlights. There are certain events that are happening in my life that aren't really favorable, and under different circumstances, I might have lost my sanity. But when my friend asked me that question, I think for the most part the answer is yes. However, I think being happy is different from being fulfilled. So I think there's still a part of me that's missing. Um, I feel like my purpose here on earth is not yet complete, if you catch my drift. I'm not sure what kind of existential crisis this is, or if this is what they call midlife crisis. Am I in the middle of my life, like quarter life crisis, I mean, because I'm still young. So there are things that I'm really grateful for. I am thankful that I have my family, my close friends, my friends, my little church family here, my work. I'm grateful for that. I have experiences right now that I never thought I would ever live. I never thought that I would experience these things like traveling. I get to travel internationally for the first time ever this year, so I'm really grateful for that. What else? I'm grateful that I am slowly giving back to the family. It's not like extravagant, but you know, the little things are still big things. So, like being able to buy them what they want sometimes, or like when we eat out, and being able to pay my bills on time, even though it gives me stress whenever I try to budget things. I don't have a big salary. I have meager earnings, enough to get by. And whatever good thing that I have, I really work hard for, and I save up for things that I want, like makeup and clothes. I don't have generational generational. Is that the right word? Wealth. I'm not rich. I don't come from a well-off family. Everything that I have is something that is a fruit of my labor. There we go. Let me just get that right out there. So I'm really, really thankful. I have a lot of good things in life. But there's a part of me that's still searching, still yearning for something. I don't know what that something is. I don't have a dream in life anymore. Well, apart from making sure that my family is okay, like we're getting by. But like a dream that is solely mine, that is for me and me alone, I am struggling to find something that's a dream that is for me. When you ask me, when I was younger, my dream was to become a beauty queen and a doctor and a singer, or like a celebrity. But right now, I'm not sure. I don't know. My mantra now is whatever brings food to the table, that's it. Again, this friend who asked me if I'm happy, I actually envy him because he's doing what he likes. Like, it's his passion. And I actually told him this, that he's really lucky to find something that he is passionate about, that he likes doing, that he loves doing. Because despite having its own fair of challenges, he's able to do it because he loves it. And that's when he asked me, well, are you happy though? And yeah, you don't really need to do something work stuff related na that you're passionate about in order for you to be happy. But it would have been fun though. It would have been fun, and dare I say it, fulfilling to do something that you really like. So I just told him, I am happy, yes, mostly, for the most part, but not totally fulfilled. I actually want to be rich just so I can be a philanthropist. No joke. I may be laughing, but I really, really want to be rich just so I can give back to people. I have lots of, like, if Raya is rich, what would she do projects in my mind. I'm not gonna share it here because it might not come true. It may come true, but it may not come true. So I'm just gonna keep it to myself and to my friends. But yeah, I really, really want, more than anything, to help lots of people. And I think it's part of our upbringing. My mama and papa, they actually instilled this spirit of volunteerism when we were young. We always go to volunteer activities like feeding programs, tree planting activities, because my mom was an environmentalist. She's a science teacher, and she always have these opportunities to work with environmental organizations such as Environment Online and No. We were actually ambassadors for a while. So growing up, we had a lot of tree planting activities, and we actually had a tree planting activity with Miss Earth candidates, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that was like a different life, a different childhood, and I was so happy. I also got to build a house for um typhoon victims, typhoon and flood victims. Oh, that was a moment. I was carrying hollow blocks. This little girl was carrying hollow blocks, and we built a house. Oh, that was one for the books. I lost my train of thought. I just wanted to say I took some pictures yesterday for our fiesta celebration, and Tita K posted it in our official page. So I'm really happy because I'm not the best photographer out there. My sister is the better photographer between the two of us. And to have pictures posted in an official page, oh my gosh, that's a really great honor. And of course, I sang in the choir. I'm not the best singer also, but whenever I sing, it lifts my spirits. Like, ah, this is something that the Lord has given me. So it's only right to give back and to sing for the Lord. So that's actually my whole philosophy about it. A sentiment which I got from my mother because she would always say, use your talents to do good, use your talents to serve the Lord. And she always pushes us to sing, to dance, even though I'm not a great dancer. She always says, to use our talents because the Lord might take it back. Anyhow, if you want more laid back vlogs like this, comment down below. I don't know what else to film like about my life because my life is pretty much redundant at this point. I'm an introvert. I don't go out of the house too often. I just go to church weekly. That is my social interaction for the week if I don't have office days. If I do have office days, then I might have more stuff outside. But for the most part, I'm just here inside reading books, watching movies, TV shows, singing, practicing church songs, talking to my friends. Actually, sometimes I feel guilty because my friends might be tired of my yapping. Sometimes, when you're all alone and then you have an interaction with another human being, you just tend to yap. So, I'm really sorry, friends. What else do I do? I try and learn how to play the piano. I sketch a little bit. I work out a little bit. I cook a little bit. I take photos sometimes when there's an occasion. I dress up sometimes. Most of the time I'm like this. I work. I sleep. I love sleep. I dream of adventures such as hiking, free diving, swimming, camping, but I don't make it a reality because one, financial constraints, two, I don't have someone to do it with me, three, I'm afraid to do it alone, four, I don't know how to swim, five, I have a fear of heights. Oh my, I'm I'm such a play it safe person, but I'm a yapper. uh, yeah, that's mostly it. That's pretty much my life. Some may call it boring. I call it cool. My friends call it cool. Ate Giovanna says it's cool. So I'm trying to drill it in my mind that the life I have right now, it may be boring, but it's cool and it's peaceful. So That concludes today's video. So, I hope to see you again in the next one. I hope that you're not turned off by this video. Peace out!